Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
And I'm Rebecca Vigil.
Rebecca, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we didn't get enough of you. Rebecca's going to help co-host today.
Yep.
Again, everybody loved her. I see some emails, Rebecca.
Yes, I've been getting emails.
Carl sends this directly to Rebecca. I'm a FedEx driver who has been listening to podcasts since podcasting on iPhones was a thing. Only Keith has kept me truly entertained since day one of finding Keith and the Girl so many years ago. With that said, your appearance on the show was amazing. I felt as if Keith... A lot of things are spelled wrong.
You're being very nice.
I felt as if Keith realized quickly you were batting 1,000 and sat back and enjoyed the ride.
Batting 1,000.
I wish you has much good luck and fortune that you think you need, but trust me when I say you're on a rocket to the moon. Whenever you're near Austin, I can't wait to see your act.
Great.
There you go. Nice from Carl. Here's one from David, again, directly to Rebecca. Subject, loved you on KATG, so she opened it.
Yeah, of course.
It says, I look forward to following you. Thank you. You are funny, pretty, and have a great, sexy voice. No need to reply. I'll take my answer off the air.
Yeah, exactly. But also, the spectrum, huh?
Right. Well, you know, it's the first one wrote you and
Yeah.
then told everybody, hey, she rates back.
Exactly. And then they were like, whoa, we don't want that.
Looking good. Yeah, it's tough to say because he doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. He just wants to let you know you're pretty, you have a sexy voice. I know you can't do that to people. It comes off creepy. If somebody says to a woman, nice dress, I jump in real quick and I go, I don't know.
Oh, you think because it's a compliment, then we're offended?
Who knows? Who knows? The guy's just trying to say you got a sexy voice. You look pretty, and I'm going to go masturbate now.
He's a Kathleen Turner fan.
Right.
He really.
Let me tell you about today's guest. He's been on before. You liked him. I have those emails. Alzo Slade, this person says, can I see your asshole? I'll take my answer off the very funny guy.
That's not true.
I described Alzo to Rebecca, and I said, you're going to like him. He works with at-risk youth. He's a member of the International Center of Photography, and he does guest lectures for the past 8 or 9 years. He's worked in community programs. He helps youth that are involved in alternative sentencing programs.
Yeah.
And I said, and he talks very hip.
Yeah,
You're going to like him.
Talks very hip.
That's true. He holds it down like paperweights. Alzo Slade.
What it do, player?
I told you.
Right out of the gate.
I told you that. How you doing, Alzo?
Man, I'm chilling out, but those emails for Rebecca, I don't know. I just need to walk out of the room. Everybody. Just Rebecca, you just sit and talk for the rest of the time
Right.
we're here.
The Rebecca and Rebecca show.
You know what I'm saying?
Rebecca says, where were you today, Keith? And I'm like, I was just taking it in. Go get him.
Yeah. I'm batting 1,000.
That hair is looking fly, though, I must say.
Oh, thank you.
It's fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
It is. It is all of those things.
I don't know.
Thank you. Now I'm not offended.
It's called respecting your peers.
Respect.
No, I think the email saying compliments. I know that he is saying compliments, but I think I also know
Men.
that I know men, and that I cannot. It's like a Tyrannosaurus. I have to just not move,
Right.
and he'll go
Yeah.
away.
You can't feed the beast.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
What if that's the future husband?
Ooh.
No, it's not.
You never know, though.
No, if either of the two, it's the FedEx driver. He has a job.
With good benefits, too.
Yeah, good benefit, good
You know
job.
what I'm saying?
Good job. And he's in a sunny location. He doesn't even have to do that job in the snow.
Wait, where is he?
Austin,
Oh, Austin's a good town.
good town.
There's not many Negroes there, but it's a good town.
You've been to you've been to Austin?
I used to live I lived in Austin as a young fella.
You've been all over the South there. What makes it the dirty South?
The dirty South is the hospitality, man. The food, the front yards, the backyards, the trees, the parking lots, because there ain't none of that up here.
Right. So it's a compliment to say the dirty South.
Yes, absolutely.
Why don't they call it the clean and polite South?
Nah, that's weak.
Okay.
Nah, we won't stand for that.
Do you want more tea? Oh, you're so dirty.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
yeah. Their politeness.
When
is
people
dirty.
call it sweet tea, how disgusting.
Yeah, because in the South it's just tea.
Oh, got it.
By default, it's sweet.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
What's
didn't
wrong with
know
people?
Yeah.
I thought that everybody called it sweet tea. I
No,
thought it was a kind of
no.
tea.
Like if you go to the South and you ask for tea and it comes back with no sugar, it's like you just get up and leave. You don't even say anything. You just what kind of establishment you running here, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the dirty South.
Yeah, and then you can't put sugar in cold tea because
No.
it doesn't dissolve. You're just sitting there stirring it the whole time.
Exactly. And that's not what you came here to do.
That's not what I came here to do. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to your fingers? Everybody's
Bro.
coming in here broken lately.
Yeah.
What, really? Somebody else came in here?
Somebody came in, they had a busted hand from a car accident.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Yeah, they're thinking about getting a hook. Or I'm thinking about them getting a hook.
That ain't sexy, bro.
Nah.
It's
I
not-
mean, it's like maybe like in a fetish way. But,
Yeah.
But
There's
for,
someone who's into that.
But for practical import, this is not sexy.
True.
You could hurt somebody.
But there's so much competition for you comedians as it is. What
That's
if you're
true.
the comic with a hook? No pun.
There you
No
go.
pun.
Yeah. No pun.
Yeah.
Pun.
But what happened to your fingers?
I dislocated my pinky playing flag football. That's not really sexy either.
Not at all. That is not the dirty South.
Do you ask everybody to start tackling so that you can say it was a tackle game? Like, let's just start tackling. Grab somebody's flag wrong.
Like, it was aggressive touch.
Right.
I'll say you broke a pinky.
Hey, no, I didn't break it, but I looked down and it was like folded backwards, and I thought it was broken, and I was like, well, I didn't feel any pain, so let me just see. I popped it back in,
Oh my God, that's so cool.
and then I finished the game like a boss.
You did not. You
Yes,
finished?
I did.
And then-
Interceptions.
So
yeah, and flag
is it
football.
worse than it would have been? Is it worse than it would have been?
What?
He has
Your
it taped
finger.
up.
Like, would it have been all right, but then you kept playing with it?
No, it'd have
Oh,
been. Yeah, it'd have been. I mean, it never happened to me before. My brother plays with me too. He was like, "Are you double jointed?" And I was like, "Well, if I am, I just found out today."
Exactly. Did it hurt?
No, but it hurt when it starts swelling up.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soldier.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
You know, like I get on stage with this thing, and then it becomes a bit that's not really funny.
What if you finally find funny jokes to your hand and now you got to keep it wrapped
Yeah,
up?
I keep it wrapped up. I'd be like, I'd have like custom raps
Yeah.
for it.
You ever see that guy with the weird tape on his fingers?
That dude is
He's got
funny
some
as
hot shit,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Type 5 on his fingers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something that happened to me. I have a second puppy dog, and I've been trying to get my first dog to go up these steps to our bed for 3 years. Finally, she's done it. Okay? This second dog, 10 weeks old, had it for not even a week, right up the steps
Amazing.
What?
because she saw the other dog do it.
Oh yeah.
Or my first dog's an idiot.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Then, of course, she peed directly in the bed, and I had to change everything because she's still a puppy.
You let the dog in the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into
Bruh, you know where, like, the way I was raised, dogs are for outside.
that. Oh, wow.
Well,
We
these are
never
cute.
had a dog indoors.
Well, I'm also in New York City. I can't
Yeah.
leave it on the
You
stoop,
can't.
tied up on the stoop. This-
All night.
right, this little poodle.
But then it's like, but you got a little dog. But
Yeah.
what trips me out is when these New Yorkers have these Great Danes
Yep.
in an apartment that's 3 by 3 feet.
Yeah.
But then they're animal rights activists.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, bro. That
Yeah.
don't work. The dog is in there like, you got me fucked up.
Or we're assuming that their apartment is like 3 feet, but they're actually hella rich and they have like 3 stories.
I ask him actually.
Do you
No
really?
joke. I say, what, do you mind me asking?
Well,
what?
you have a dog when you ask, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
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 If I
Otherwise,
was like, hey, where do you live? What's the size?
I'm like, I was thinking about that kind of dog. Of course not. And is your place big, if I can ask? And it never is.
Really?
And I don't say anything smart like, well, it better double as a table. You're an asshole. But it is amazing.
Yeah.
You see
Wow.
these giant,
I'm so glad you asked.
yeah.
I've always wondered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they have regular places like we all do.
But also, why did her learning stop? Why did she like learn to get on the bed, but then learned like a
Because-
new skill of peeing in it?
Right,
Like, the
she's-
other one doesn't.
Right. She's so young that she can't control that
Okay.
yet. But it is amazing that she just went up these steps that you would see. She moves so fast because of this other dog. My first dog didn't even know you can jump on the couch. We let our dog on the couch. So the one dog jumps on the couch, and then the second puppy tries this little jump. It's the cutest thing. But it's like my first one wouldn't even know to do that. I mean, I guess that's how children work.
It is how children work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And they just pick up things so
you
much
should
faster.
just get dog after dog, and by your 25th dog, it'll be a rocket scientist. You know what I'm saying?
Keep taking them back.
You know,
But they
exactly.
still pee in the bed. Though.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're still pumped. Rebecca was telling me about a friend that had a dog. That when the dog would, the humans would leave, the dog would emotionally eat. Mm-hmm. My dog,
What?
Yeah, my dog, the 3.5-year-old, can open up the front gate to my place. Now it's not a lock,
Right?
but it is very impressive nonetheless.
It is.
I look around and I take a bow every time.
Absolutely.
The whole block they cheer for me.
Excellent.
They're very
Yeah.
impressed. So anyway, this dog can open the fridge.
Yeah, they have to put a padlock on the fridge.
How do they know the dog is emotionally eating and not just hungry?
I mean, they just assume because she doesn't do that when they're home. Like she isn't a crazy eater. But then, and like even with snacks and stuff, if they like feed her or begging or she doesn't do any of that. But when they leave, she opens the fridge and like takes the food into their bed and eats it in their bed like a 31-year-old woman.
What's the food? What would they take?
Well, one time they said that it was very deliberate in that like it seemed like she picked a meal where it was like hummus and like carrots or something.
That dog is whack.
Right? But then
That dog.
another time she brought the entire carton of eggs into the bed and ate all the eggs, but like a lot of the eggshells remained. Like she just was like, I need my sweet protein and like sucking out the egg yolks.
Yo,
Right?
that's strange.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Maybe
she's
the
like
dog has
embodied by a woman.
a body complex.
Yeah, totally.
And it's a shame to eat
Secret
in
eater.
front of people.
Binge eater.
I've heard people trying to raise their pets as vegans.
Oh, come on.
That's whack.
They come from wolves.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Libby is saying, did you consider going up the stairs yourself to show Hugsy how to do it? No joke, I did. I of course, would break the stairs, so I would only have one foot and one hand fake on it.
Yeah.
Pretending I'm walking.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
other foot's on the ground and the other hand's on the bed.
Adorable.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
He's like, you're 60 times my size.
But he copied the part where you peed on your own bed, right?
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I showed him that.
Good.
Henda's very sad about your pinky, and she says, I just started a fundraiser for Alzo's pinky.
Yo, man, him to get your ass back here, man. I posted on Facebook that I go get some groceries for her while she was recovering, but she ain't never say anything. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I mean, I would have gone to the bodega and get her egg and cheese or something.
Right. I try to give her, if I try to give her food, I always forget like what she hates. And I'm like, here's some bacon. Get well back. Like, we dated. We worked together. I don't like bacon. All right, here's hummus. You all like hummus.
Yeah.
I don't like hummus. I'm like, I don't know. Get well soon. I hate getting well soon. It's a mess. Speaking of your photography, let me mention this.
Yo.
Framebridge.com. I'll tell you what, for my wife being an artist, we have stuff laying around the house that I would love to frame. It just seems like it's always a to-do, or to even take it to a place. You're paying hundreds of dollars, no exaggeration. Do you have photos lying around or art rolled up in your closet, just waiting for it to be put in a nice frame? Well, now's your chance to get them framed. Go to framebridge.com. It's so easy. I ordered a frame there, and it's so easy. You send them your picture. I send them a digital one, wedding picture. And they put in a nice frame. They frame. You can get like a hockey sweater if it means something to you. They can even frame that. There's nothing they can't frame. And if it's something physical in your house, you mail it to them for free, and then they frame it for you. It's that easy. Upload the art like I did, or just send them what you want done. And when I say how expensive framing something is, with them, prices start at $39, shipping free. So it's not a trick. Now you pay for my 600-pound frame. Get 15% off your first order at framebridge.com when you use code KATG. I'm telling you, you go to the site. It is so simple. You can drag and drop. You know what somebody did? They told me they went to There's a true story. They went to Framebridge. It can connect to an Instagram account, so they connect to their friend's Instagram account, take one of their pictures, and go, surprise, happy birthday, here's a picture I picked. And they're like, where the fuck did you even get that? Because people forget they put that stuff up. And it's
That's pretty fly, I must say.
Awesome.
That's pretty dope.
The expert team at Framebridge will custom frame your item in days, not weeks, not months. They deliver your finished product directly to your door, ready to hang, and they have a happiness guarantee. They guarantee you will be happiness. Get started today framing your photos or art. Go to framebridge.com. Use the promo code KATG. You're going to save an additional 15% off of your first order. Framebridge.com. The promo code is KATG. I'll say it one more time. Framebridge.com. Promo code KATG. Okay? That's the next level. When these kids get out of that rehabilitation classes of yours, they can frame the art that you had them take pictures of.
Yeah.
For the low.
Yeah.
That's probably
That means low price for those out there.
I knew it was something hip. You're so cool. You're so cool.
He is cool.
Yeah.
The cool went real high, and he's batting 1,000 on cool.
You like to cook?
I do.
Your mom cooked, your grandma cooked, right?
All of those folks cook, man.
I saw that you took a picture of a restaurant that they thought they were doing something cute. But you're not pleased because, you enjoy sanitary stuff as a cook. So they got, in New York, and I know California, I'm sure some other places, the government comes around and they give your restaurant a grade.
Yeah.
A, B, C. I think it only goes down to C, right?
Yeah,
no, there's D.
Is it D?
I
feel like when it's D, it's time for you to just shut it down.
D is done.
D is done.
So, usually you see A's and B's. And it's mostly almost A's. I don't know if you have to, how you get a B even. You put your dick in the mayonnaise.
Right.
So they put just this big letter you have to put on your door. And so this restaurant has a B. Mm-hmm. And so then the restaurant prints out the same big block lettering on 4 different pieces of paper, EAST. It's a sports restaurant. So now you just see the word beast.
The restaurant is called Beast of Bourbon.
It works out.
No, that shit don't work out.
No.
It don't work out at all, bro.
When you get lemons, you make shitty contaminated lemonade.
Yeah, exactly. And what's crazy about it is they did their best to search for the same color and the same font.
Right.
But it's
That's
off
incredible.
just a little bit.
Enough. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this won't do, man. As my mother say, this dog won't hunt.
This dog won't hunt.
No.
They had to type it in, like, what is the font?
Yeah,
right.
totally.
Exactly.
Totally.
I think that's illegal, actually.
It must
It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, that would make posting it pointless if
Right.
there wasn't a rule about how you have to post it.
You have a restaurant in big block letters that says, come on in.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you have to at least make it understand it's the C sound.
Yeah.
But that is a good, like, what do you have to do to get a B or a C?
It's not super hard.
I'm like, bro, just line the pockets of the inspector at least. Or something.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? This is New York.
I worked in restaurants for a while, and we would have to do health code drills because there's stuff that goes on in every single restaurant in New York City that could get you a B, like having open milk containers or something.
And during rush hour, it's not practical.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every restaurant I worked in, the health inspector comes in. It's somebody's job to stall them with a free drink or free meal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They always take it. And then you're just running around putting saran wrap on things that don't need it.
That's why those people have that job.
Right.
It's for that part.
You're covering up empty pitchers.
Yeah.
You're covering up, milk containers. And when I say milk containers, those little ones that you put in your
the
coffee
tiny
that are
ones.
already closed.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. And then they give the inspector some cold tea with sugar, and he's like, nope.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a C.
Yeah.
Your mother has a PhD, speaking of your mom, right?
Woo!
Yep.
In what?
Accounting.
She's a doctor of accounting.
Yep.
That's
like
amazing.
all the numbers.
Yeah.
So she knows.
She's a beast.
She knows like what is the final number, right? We all think it goes on and on, but that's lazy.
Yeah. She if she doesn't know it, she'll convince you that she does.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard you on a show, and you were saying about you don't talk bad about your mama. You don't go for that.
Nah.
Did
Wait,
she-
is that your plan today? Because I need to adjust my disposition real quick.
So I just want to make sure we don't go over these notes. I heard this just in time. But like if somebody made, I'm thinking about this because I was talking to somebody and they were picking on me, and I said something like, you son of a bitch. And their expression changed.
Whoa.
And they were completely serious, and they go, don't call my mom a bitch.
Oh, come on.
And I'm like, what just happened? It took me a second to know what just happened. I'm like,
Yeah.
I said you are the son that came out of a bitch. And I'm like, all right, goodbye.
Yeah.
You get a C.
Yeah.
I slapped a C on their forehead.
Yeah.
Nah,
that's not, it's not that serious. Like,
Okay.
like I grew up in the South, and like I rode the back of the bus in middle school.
Okay.
Like the back of the bus is where you come and you're gonna get roasted, or you will be the one doing the it's just a roast
where I
session.
sat.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I got my chops. And it's like it's one thing to be like, hey, your mama's so fat that a helicopter land on. I don't know some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like your mama's so short that she sits on the curb and her legs are dangling. Like that's one thing. But then if you know my mother and you start to use some personal things,
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, oh, hold on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mama's so controlling.
Yeah. Yeah.
She didn't let you out to the party last night.
Hey.
That ain't a joke, bro.
Hey,
Sorry.
Rebecca, chill.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
But but it also depends on who it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the stuff said in jest is not like it's not serious.
No.
But like let's say like if it's all of us in the room, right? Mm-hmm. Rebecca says something about my mother and it's funny as hell, right? Mm-hmm. And then Keith laughs. And he didn't say nothing. Mm-hmm. Keith is game. I'm about to get in his ass.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like the slogan is, if you grin, you're in. Like you can't just sit. You can't just sit on the periphery. You know what I'm saying?
And that is the rules of a roast.
Yo, that's the
Everybody's
rules. You know what I'm
up for
saying?
it. Yeah.
So like you could be going in, and sometimes it's a crutch because maybe you roasted me so hard, and I don't have nothing on you. But then, then Keith is laughing, and I'm like, and then it's this look. It's like this look. Keith is like, it's not even a. I don't even say anything. I just look at you like this, like.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, man! She started it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you want in on this? Oh.
She started it, and this didn't even happen. Alzo, please.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
Newsy is asking, if your mom was on a plane and they asked for a doctor, would she speak up?
Who asked that?
Your buddy Newsy.
Newsy.
Yeah.
She's a doctor of accounting.
Just checking.
Nah, she wouldn't speak up because if there's somebody going through cardiac arrest, I don't know if tax preparation and understanding of the tax code is going to help that dude that much.
That's what Delta.
Maybe that's the heart attack.
Delta should come out and say, "Hey, you know those news stories you heard where we wouldn't accept a black woman could be a doctor? It was of accounting."
Right.
What were we supposed to do?
That dog won't hunt.
You still don't drink at all alcohol, correct?
Nah, man, it don't taste good, and it costs too much, and it can kill me. So those three things don't make sense to me.
I still didn't hear a good reason.
Do you find that there's a misconception about people from the South being dumb?
Absolutely.
Do you watch your accent?
No, man, I throw it on like intentionally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you think I'm stupid, I can roll up on your ass with this intellect, bitches.
Right. Is it because everybody else takes themselves so seriously, and in the South they just don't?
No, I think in New York there's a false sense of intellectual superiority.
Yeah.
Because people will listen to NPR for like 5 minutes and read the New York Times or watch the debate. They don't watch the debate. They'll watch the commentary and the highlights of the debate, and then they just regurgitate it at a dinner party.
Right.
There's a lot to make themselves look cool.
There's definitely a lot of secondhand opinions.
Yeah. I would say tertiary, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now I have to start asking people if they actually read the article.
Right.
They go like, "Did you hear that we were going to land on the moon soon?" And I'm like, "Oh, when?" They're like, "I don't know. I just read the damn title."
Right.
I'm like, "Oh,
Exactly.
okay, great."
Right. Mars is coming
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah. By the way, going back to your mom real quick, because you obviously love her, but she would beat you as a kid, or would your dad? Who would you have to go out and get a switch and take the leaves off yourself?
Man, they didn't really use a switch. It was a belt.
I was a switch.
It was
Yeah?
a belt.
Oh yeah.
And you both can you both forgive that? I would not be able to forgive
Never.
that. Okay.
No. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was just par for the course. Like
how it goes.
all of my friends got whoopings. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I got whoopings from my friends' parents, and they got whoopings from my parents, and so there was really nothing to compare it to. So it's like if you grow up poor and you never see anybody rich, you don't know that you're poor. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought it was par for the course. Like, if you do this, you're gonna get a whooping. And so.
But what made you know better? Maybe I'm putting words in your mouth, but are you going to do this? Is that how you're going to raise your children if you had children?
I like to think not. No.
Right.
But
who knows?
I'm not going to say, like, because I've seen parents that say they won't do certain things, and then when the rubber meets the road, they're like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm about to put this belt on his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember twice I was driving with my puppies. I turned the car right around. Yeah. So I never thought I'd do that.
You got kids.
No, I don't have kids, but
Would you whoop them? Or you weren't whooped as a kid?
no, I was, but definitely not with a wooden spoon on the ass. So not where are you getting hit with a switch, for example?
Well, yeah, I'd have to go out in the yard and pick one.
And where would they hit you?
On the ass. And if I moved, they would just hit.
Right.
And
then
you generally move. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to sit there and take it as a 10-year-old or whatever.
There's something about a switch that I think goes next level. There's something about a belt
I
that
think
goes next
making
level.
No, it
me
is
pick
next
it
level.
myself.
Right.
That shit was hardcore. Of because then you're in the yard okay,
Yeah.
well, I want to get one of these dead ones.
Right.
The
Yeah.
one that has no buoyancy.
But to that point, it's the anticipation of the whipping that's worse
the
than the
worst.
whipping itself.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because I
100%.
go to church and I act up in church, and then on the way home they're like, "Oh, you're gonna get a whooping when you get home," and
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
like,
"We're sitting through dinner at a restaurant." And then that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And then by the time we get home, they've forgotten.
Yeah.
But I've already gone through the punishment.
Yeah.
I was sweating myself to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or they didn't forget, you know?
Right. Exactly.
And it was intentional.
But it wasn't until I was well in my teens that I really understood that I was my parents' first child, that they didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
I was an experiment.
If only they had books back then, you know?
Right.
How old were your parents?
In their mid-20s
Okay.
when they had me.
Yeah, mine were 19 and 21, so they were
Sheesh.
clueless.
Yeah.
And they had their parents beat the shit out of that.
Only if they had the internets.
Yeah, right.
right.
They
Did
didn't
they-
have the internet.
Do they acknowledge that they did hit you with sticks and with belts?
I never got hit with a stick. It was with belts.
Right.
Yeah, they acknowledge it. But I'm the oldest of three. The youngest, he barely got touched because as they got older, they became,
My younger siblings did not get spankings.
My dad won't acknowledge punishment.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
He would make me go outside, dig holes 3 feet deep, 3 feet round, and I'd have to start over if they weren't perfectly right.
Weird.
And doesn't acknowledge that. Like, you're exaggerating. Maybe I made you start to dig a
was
hole.
he
That's
making
worse.
you dig your own grave?
I think he was planning a golf course. He was disguising it as me fucking
oh,
up.
my God.
Perfect circles.
Perfect circles, no
That's
measurement. No measuring. I
insane.
mean, I didn't have a ruler. I had to guess. And, of course, I
3
got it
feet
wrong.
round, 3 feet deep.
Yeah.
Now, did you do what he probably wanted you to do, which is think about what you've done?
No.
And learn.
But what was your what did you do to
Murder.
warrant that?
But I don't like the word warrant. I'll tell you that much. No, I don't know. Nothing really big, you know? I mean, one day I got punished, rightly so, for stealing a cassette tape from a store. But other than that, I
Cassette
can't.
tape.
I don't know what I did that
love
was
it.
so crazy to dig
cut?
multiple holes. Definitely getting, getting paddled on the ass. But yeah, that's not
Sexy.
teaching a lesson.
I remember I had in middle school Mrs. Smith. She was a science teacher, 6th grade. And we would, if we weren't doing well in the class, like in the middle of the semester or term, they have these academic warnings
Right.
that you send home to your parents. So their parents know you're not doing well, so you can improve. And I was scared as hell. I got one, and it's the carbon copy things, so you have to take it and get it signed. Man, I tried to forge my mother's signature. Bro, let me tell you why I messed up. I was shaking, first of all. I was so nervous. And then I started, and I stopped like 10 times throughout the signature.
Oh, no.
It was hideous.
And
man.
all points of stop were...
all points of
Oh,
stop.
man.
Ballpoint pen.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, so I took it back to Miss Smith, and she was like, Al Slade, that's what they call me. Al Slade, you didn't get your mother to sign this. Who signed this? My mother signed it. You
5
signed
times.
it.
She's a drinking problem. She keeps
You
passing
know what
out.
I'm saying?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And she was like, we're going to go call your mother right now.
Oh, my
And my
God.
mother was a professor, and I knew she was never in her office. So I was like with conviction and confidence. Call her. Let's go. Let's go call her right now.
Oh.
So we go to the front office. Is there no cell phones and none of that? And she calls, and of course she doesn't pick up, right? And then so she says, but rest assured, I'm going to call your mother tonight. So here's the anticipation thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man. And my parents would always tell me, if you ever get in trouble, you better tell me before somebody else does,
My
because they don't
parents
want to
said
be
this.
embarrassed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So all the entire night, I'm like, man, I got it. Every time the phone would ring, my heart would drop into my nutsack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, but she never called. But I told my mom. I confessed, and I got a whooping. And to this day, Miss Smith has never called.
Unbelievable.
That's some bullshit.
Should you rate her on Facebook and be like, just call already?
I think that, she may be passed away because Miss Smith had to be like 92 and a half years old when I was in 6th grade.
At the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I hope she's alive.
Danny is saying, one time my sister signed one of those doing bad in class slips as Mr. Hatch. I certainly will give him the utmost punishments. And he is so sorry.
Mr. Hatch, that's great.
That's so funny.
My elementary school is allowed to spank us for punishment, said Sparrow. I doubt they do it anymore. That happened to me in 3rd grade. The teacher went away. I'm bored. I had to put a pencil on the edge of the table. Flicked it.
Oh, that's great.
It flies in the air,
Uh-oh.
catches on those, those pull down blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catches on the top of that and is just sitting there. She comes back in. These fucking idiot classmates of mine don't want to rat me out necessarily, but they keep looking at the pencil. Then me. Then the pencil. Then me. It's fine. So she figures out, you don't need a PhD in that. She figures out it's me and says, are you allowed to get paddled at home? And I knew my parents signed a slip saying, you cannot paddle my kid in school. But I said, yes, you can, because I'd rather be paddled in school than at home. And so it worked out. They checked to find this slip, and they couldn't find it. And so their thinking is, well, why would he say he can get? Nobody wants to get paddled. So I get a little baby teacher paddling. So much better.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's so stupid because if we could have went home, we got scared for like the wrong reasons.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe the correlation could be like you're told all drugs are bad, and you should have told us what drugs are really bad instead of lying to us. Now we think coke might be okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to come home and not be able to go, I was bored and I flicked a pencil and it got stuck on top.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
No, instead I'm like, I flicked a pencil.
Yeah,
you never flick pencils.
Right.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I spanked an intern when I was in 7th grade.
The intern teacher?
The teacher's aide.
Right.
What do you mean?
This chick was fine, man. And I never forget. Jason Reed.
Okay.
He always would have quarters in his pocket, like a handful of quarters, at least like what seemed like $100 worth. It's probably like $3.75. You know what I'm saying? And we were in class, and the intern was like, she was fly, right? She was probably like, I don't know, 19 or something.
Are we all waiting, by the way, if slapping is, again, hip talk?
Yeah. No. I know what it is.
So I had a ruler, and she was walking by, and Jason was like, I'll give you all the change in my pocket if you slap her on the butt with the ruler.
Right.
Bro. And he pulled out the change, and it was as if like change was just falling through his fingers.
Right.
Like,
like he'd reached into a pile.
You know what I'm saying?
Change.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Scrooge McDuck.
And I was like, my eyes got big.
Turned into dollar signs.
Yeah, exactly.
You're looking at Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right. And she walked by like 2 or 3 times, and on the 3rd time, I took the ruler and I said, whap!
Hard
enough to make a noise.
Oh, shit.
So she turned around and she was like, Alzo Slade, outside. And she took me outside. She's like, why did you do that? And I said, well, Jason Reed had a bunch of money in his pocket and he dared me to do it. And she said,
get the money and give it to me.
Right,
yeah, exactly.
right.
I've earned it.
We split it, right. And she said, well, I'm not really mad at you, but I had to act mad because that's something that you shouldn't do in class, but I'm okay. Hello.
Did you ask her out?
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, okay. What an adorable meet cute.
You know what I'm saying? I should look her up.
19 and 12.
It's happening now, though.
Is it?
Yeah, man. You see these teachers getting nabbed for like having sex with their students in high school. I guess they're not 12, but yeah, they're like teachers in their 30s having sex with 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
Why do they think
Tinder sucks? No.
Why do they think kids can keep a fucking secret?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
Adults can't.
Especially a guy in high school.
Yeah.
He's going to brag about that
That's
shit.
half the fun of sex.
Absolutely.
I still
Right.
tell I called my friend up just the other day. I go, I fucked my wife again. It's great.
I'm so glad it's still great.
Dudes walking around with their fingers like, smell this.
Ew. Does that really happen?
Trump does it, but no, it doesn't matter.
Had to get that, right?
Segue.
Right. Speaking of Trump, somebody spray painted the mute symbol, the speaker with the X on it, on his star at the Hollywood Walk of
Someone
Fame.
took a axe to it, I thought.
And then somebody took an axe to it
Sorry, I spoiled it.
to take off the whole thing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That is like...
Whoa.
That is protesting. That's political protest.
After a few minutes with the sledgehammer, GOP presidential nominee Donald Trump no longer has a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame.
Woo!
At about 5:45 a.m. Pacific time, Jamie Otis, who disguised himself as a construction worker, took a sledgehammer and a pickaxe to Trump's star, removing the billionaire reality TV host's name from the iconic landmark in short order. I'm a big fan of this.
Me too.
Earlier this year, local artist Plastic Jesus built a miniature border wall around the real estate around his star, even decorating it with keep out signs and barbed wire. The Trump star was also a favorite for public urination, even prompting conversations in April of the star possibly being removed by the local Chamber of Commerce due to frequent urinating.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, so what is the penalty for taking a sledgehammer to a star on Hollywood?
Yeah,
Boulevard?
is that like property? Like
The
destruction?
police are shrugging, and Hollywood doesn't mind too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, where do you got to report to? The Man's Chinese Theater? I think they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Amazing.
I love it.
And I love that he got a costume on to do it.
Right.
And he dressed as a construction worker.
Yeah.
Dude is a clown.
Yeah.
And so you pass it, and you're like, oh, look at that. The government decided to remove that.
Yeah.
And that would make sense.
Absolutely.
I
Was he like a sexy
Oh,
construction
yeah.
worker when he did
It's also doubles as his Halloween
yeah,
costume.
Exactly, yeah.
And Rebecca pointed out how Donald Trump, after his rallies, goes and hugs the American flag. And I saw the latest video up. Hugs it. He's making love to it.
Yeah.
Yo, he is
He's
groping
grabbing it
the
by the
flag.
pussy. Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Oh, let me guess. I can't grope this either.
Yeah.
Right.
He walks over, hands out like I'm coming for you. The flag just stands there in shock.
Yeah.
He hugs the flag.
Yeah, most rape victims don't move,
Yeah.
don't react.
Oh, the flag's trying to remember what even happened, but
Yeah.
it's like, well, I remember the smell of the stage.
But then I noticed he walked right past the Florida State flag, and if I was the Florida State flag, I'd be like, "Yo, this is some bullshit."
Yeah.
But in all fairness,
I'm not as cute.
dance
Right.
with the one who brought you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
true.
Yeah.
And Florida could be considered the one who helped bring him.
Well, we'll see. That's going to be a big deal.
Flags get so jealous. And you're gonna tell me there's 50 flags out there, and all the flags are in my flag.
All flags matter. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
totally. Just acting like a bunch of flags. That's all.
Are we nervous about Donald Trump making it? It's not looking good for him. But
No, I was nervous at one point, but now I'm feeling kind of. When they say Texas is a swing state,
right
that's when you know that.
Yeah.
when this dirty South
I was
isn't 100%.
I was at a show and there was somebody in the audience who's voting for Jill Stein, and I was
Right.
like, I think that
Oh,
there's
really?
like independent people. Like, I'm so worried about a Nadergate again.
right.
I'm very worried that like
Who won when people voted for Ralph Nader?
who won?
Yeah, do you remember?
Bush.
Oh, it was Bush? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't win the popular vote.
Yeah,
Right.
But
that's when he stole Florida.
He got the electoral college.
Is this how, you know what?
and that's what I'm worried about.
Does Donald Trump have a point when he says, you know what, if it's understood if I lost, then I concede? Because apparently if I don't concede, we can't go on to the next day. We're stuck there. But
Right.
Al Gore gave up too fast, didn't he? So maybe Trump has a point.
Well, I read an article about like what it means, and I swear I read the actual article.
Okay, good.
About what it means if he doesn't concede, and basically it just means civil, like stoking the civil unrest fire,
Right.
Basically,
As if we don't have that already.
exactly. And he's just like, it's all just promo for his new entertainment network, which apparently is what he's doing.
But it's funny when he
New
says,
Fox News.
"I'm not going to accept the results of the election
Right.
unless I win."
Bum bum bum. Suspense.
So just so we can get on with our lives, I think we have to vote for him. Otherwise,
Exactly.
we're just the TV stuck on an empty stage waiting for a phone call.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that's gonna be an incredible night.
Yo, Glenn Beck endorsed Hillary Clinton. That's where you
Yeah.
need to get right with Jesus.
Again, yes. Yeah.
I am excited to see what states go to Trump.
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting to me.
The fact
You're
that
gonna move
Nevada
there.
could.
I'm going to move there.
Yeah.
If you're curious, the Vatican has published guidelines for Catholics who want to be cremated. You may be cremated, but here are the rules.
I saw that, yo.
The remains cannot be scattered, divvied up. You know, sometimes you like to give some away. Or kept at home, but rather they must be stored in a sacred church-approved place.
Yep. And they can't be made into diamonds and stuff.
Right. We have to hold them at a fee for you. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're willing to let you do that.
But please don't cremate the young boys. Please don't cremate them.
I knew a girl. Her grandmother passed away, and they went. She got cremated, and they went to spread the ashes in the ocean, and it was a heavy breeze, and the wind blew the ashes back on them, and they were choking on their grandmother.
That's always, never.
I'd much rather have diamonds than that.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
You got ashes caked up on your tears.
Yeah.
Right.
That's going to be in your teeth for a while.
That's bad.
Yeah. That's horrible. That dog don't hunt.
That. Oh God.
Is that wrong?
We've created a monster here.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That hunt don't dog it.
Those dogs are not interested in going for a hunt.
Well, I think today we flip-started on the Jack side, and this was very exciting. Rebecca Vigil, thank you for being with us again.
Always.
RebeccaVigil.com you can take a look at. Of course, every time she's been on a Keith and the Girl show or related show, you can see those at keithandthegirl.com/Rebecca Vigil. You can do these with your favorite guests. And, of course, yourloveourmusical.com. Someone just proposed last night.
Yes, they did.
It's your second proposal, correct?
Second proposal.
What? What's happening?
So
I have a show about love. And at the end, couples are now wanting to propose at the end
On air.
of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fly.
Yeah.
You're changing lives.
She's
I'm
responsible
changing- yeah.
now.
We're part of their love story.
Yeah, that she improv made up and made fun of them. And then
Yeah.
she says, congratulations.
Yeah.
We
There
were
was a song about her cats in the musical
Okay.
called You Have to Get to These Pussies to Get to This Pussy.
I like it.
And then they proposed.
That's something for, How I
That
Met Your
means it-
Mother.
Yeah. They have a sense of humor.
Now you have to aspire to people coming on getting divorced.
Oh, man, I would love that.
That's the show right next door.
Yeah, exactly.
Alzo Slade, you can go to @Alzo Slade, ALZO Slade.com. Excuse me, @Alzo Slade. And then if you want to go to the .com, and that's for his photography, it's alzoslade.com. Now, he also has a touring party experience that he co-founded. That you want to know about the hip-hop and the Dirty South.
The hippity hoppity, the boobity boppity.
You go to gritsandbiscuits.com. Of course, where else
yeah.
would you go?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He will be on Slugfest Chapter 6, South Pacific at Beauty Bar. This is October 27th at 8:45 p.m. Okay? This edition of the show features two teams of comics who are originally from the South going head-to-head for stand-up supremacy. Hopefully, for their sake, they don't attack Alzo's mother.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing on that show? Mm-hmm. That's my first hearing of it.
Really?
We inform so many people what they're doing. So cancel that date you had on October 27th, Alzo. I would like to thank you for not sexually assaulting our sub with a ruler today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for not.
So we all
doing that.
appreciate that.
Although I will give you a handful of change if you do.
Hey.
And I'll just have to act like I was angry. That is a weird response.
She's not that hot.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a weird response to say.
What?
I'm not really mad.
I agree. The fact that we did not go into that. Like, that is like what someone says right before you make out. That's like a porn line.
Right.
You know? Like,
But you
I
see-
wasn't that mad.
I showed restraint.
Yeah.
Because even at the age of 12, I was a responsible young gentleman.
Good for you.
When I ordered a pizza to go,
Yeah, exactly.
I wish it was more pizza and less penis, but I'm not that mad.
Not that mad.
You're here now anyway. How's it going with these at-risk youth? Are you seeing positive results still?
Yeah, it's a program. It's not year long, so it's like 10 weeks at a time, and it's usually in the spring. So I haven't been with the program for some months now. But the good thing about the program is you meet these young kids, and you establish relationships with them that are long lasting. So even after the program is over, you continue to interact with them.
I had to ask you this, but how offensive is it when a kid is asked, do you want to go to this guy's photography class or go to jail? And they go, jail sounds more natural.
Yeah, but they ain't never said that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
they ain't
great.
never said that. Not yet.
There
Not
you
that
go.
I know of, because we don't see those. You know
Right.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So we
exactly.
don't-
No one tells you.
Exactly.
Chemda's rating in. Another fun show. You guys are good. I just signed up for a year of VIP. Excellent. KeithandGirl.com/VIP. It's all 2,501 shows that we've done,
Oh my God.
including all the spin-off shows. And just take a look.
Wait,
it's immense.
2,500 and what?
In one shows we have done under simply the Keith and the Girl.
Bro, that's amazing.
That is
Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you. And Rebecca couldn't have done it without you. We did
I mean,
it.
you could do 2,498.
Yeah, but that's not the same.
It's true.
There's no cake for that.
You know
What
I'm
did you
saying?
did you do anything at 2,500?
That was yesterday, and we had a great time.
No, the 2,501 is what matters. It's
Oh,
like
right.
It's
it's like the
this
change
one.
of the century. Like
Right.
2000 is
It's
really not the beginning. It's
2001,
2001.
A Space
Let's
Odyssey.
be clear.
Not
You know what I'm
2000.
saying?
Yeah.
So we are the shit right now.
Yeah, this is the shit.
I went home and I said, hey, to my wife, I'm like, 2,500 shows.
Yeah.
She went, that's great. Are we going to have the chicken or the salmon? And then we got to cooking. So it was a good time.
The
That
salmon.
sounds like a celebration.
The salmon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we
The
fucked
salmon.
it up. Well,
Did you just make a note?
here's the show 5,000. We're eating the salmon. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, man.
Thank
it was
you.
great. Always a good time.
Yeah.
Keep stanking. Is that a thing?
No.
Okay.